Right now, 100 trillion neutrinos are passing through your body every single second. Through your skin, through your bones, through the neurons firing in your brain right now as you watch this. And every physicist at CERN, at Fermilab, at the Ice Cube Observatory buried under a mile of Antarctic ice has no way to stop them. Not one. But here's what nobody is telling you. What scientists discovered about why your body is completely invisible to these particles is the part they're afraid to say out loud. Neutrinos are the most abundant particles with mass in the known universe. There are three types: electron, muon, tau, each one nearly invisible to everything that exists. They were born in the heart of the Big Bang, and they have been moving ever since. Right now, the sun is firing them at you from 93 million miles away. Nuclear reactors are pumping them out. Supernovae are hurling them across the galaxy at nearly the speed of light. They carry almost no mass, they carry no charge. And here is the part that should stop you cold: a single neutrino could pass through a wall of solid lead 1 light-year thick. 1 light-year of solid lead, and emerge from the other side completely unaffected. This is where it gets uncomfortable. Your skin, the barrier you rely on to tell you where you end and the universe begins, is completely invisible to a neutrino. Not metaphorically, physically. The atoms in your hand are almost entirely empty space, and a neutrino doesn't register the tiny fragments of matter scattered in between. It passes through the electron clouds, through the nuclei, through the quarks, without touching any of it. 100 trillion of them are moving through you in this exact moment. You will never feel a single one. No tingling, no warmth, no evidence, because neutrinos interact with matter only through gravity and the weak nuclear force, two forces so faint that at the scale of a human body they are effectively zero. To a neutrino, you do not exist, and here's where the smartest people in physics started losing sleep. The standard model, the rule book of particle physics, the most rigorously tested theory in human history, predicted neutrinos should have exactly zero mass. Zero. But in 1998, the Super Kamiokande experiment in Japan caught something impossible. Neutrinos were changing type mid-flight, shifting from electron to muon to tau as they traveled, oscillating, and you can only oscillate between states if you have mass. Which means the standard model was wrong. Neutrinos have mass, but we still don't know how much, we still don't know why. And that impossibly thin sliver of difference, almost nothing, but not quite nothing, might be the crack that everything else in physics falls through. But here's the strange part: it shouldn't be possible at all. Every model of the early universe says the Big Bang should have produced equal amounts of matter and antimatter, equal numbers of neutrinos and antineutrinos. And if that were true, they would have annihilated each other instantly. The universe would be nothing but a fading flash of light. No stars, no galaxies, no you, but there is a you, which means the balance was never equal. Some tiny asymmetry, some fractional imbalance too small to see and too important to ignore, caused matter to survive just slightly more than antimatter. Scientists call it CP violation. And the evidence for it in neutrinos is exactly what the deep underground neutrino experiment, DUNE, was built to find. In 2013, the Ice Cube Observatory detected 28 high-energy neutrinos arriving from beyond our galaxy, carrying energies that defied every expectation. They named two of them Bert and Ernie. Their source remains unknown. The mechanism that fired them remains unknown. And here is the payoff, the part they were afraid to say out loud: if neutrino CP violation is large enough, the standard model doesn't just have a crack. It has a foundation that was never really there. Think about what that means for everything built on top of it. Dark matter, dark energy, the stability of the Higgs boson, the reason the universe chose to exist instead of choosing nothing. All of it rests on assumptions about symmetry, about how particles must behave, about rules physicists have staked 50 years of careers on. And a particle so light it barely qualifies as matter, so antisocial it passes through a light-year of lead without noticing. That particle is the thing quietly pulling the thread. DUNE is drilling right now. Ice Cube is listening. And every second, 100 trillion more of them move through you on their way to somewhere we cannot follow. So here is what I need you to sit with. They have been passing through you every second of your life. Before you were born, right now, long after you are gone, they carry information encoded at the first moment of creation. They may carry the answer to why anything in this universe exists at all, and we still do not know what they are saying. What do you think is hidden in that silence?